This is the Boston Celtics newsfeed for Thursday, November 21st, 2019. Reporting from Syracuse, New York, I am Mike Walsh for CLNS Media, the leading online provider of audio-video content for the NBA's winningest franchise. In an early entrant for Game of the Year, the Clippers and Celtics played an outrageous overtime thriller at the Staples Center Wednesday night. Unfortunately for Celtics Nation, a well-rested Kawhi Leonard got a hand on Kemba Walker's corner three buzzer beater, and the Clippers took it 107-104. Leonard needed no load management in this one, but he did need to come up with a big play after Marcus Smart slipped into the matrix to force a Clippers turnover, throwing the ball off of Leonard's foot while diving out of bounds on his own steal. That defensive masterpiece gave Boston a chance with 10 seconds left and the ball down 3. Kemba looked like he was going to get a clean look off from the corner, but Leonard's freakish length closed the gap and got a piece of Walker's shot to seal the win. It was a wacky one in LA. Before all the craziness down the stretch, which featured some borderline atrocious officiating and Jayson Tatum snapping Paul George's ankles in 2 before draining the game-tying 3 that sent it to overtime, this was a pretty ugly start for both sides. Boston missed its first 16 three-pointers and was 1 of 18 at halftime. However, thanks to some excellent deflection-based defense, the Clippers turned it over a ton, and the Celtics led by 2 at the break. Jayson Tatum lit it up in the third, and Brad Wanamaker scored 7 points in the final 1 minute and 20 seconds of the frame, and Boston ballooned that lead to 75-69 to start the fourth. The Celtics ran Walker off a double screen with about 6 minutes to play in the game, getting him a wide-open, top-of-the-key 3 for an 86-76 lead. Boston led 94-87 with 2:21 left, but then LA broke off a 10-0 run with Lou Williams doing countless Lou Williams things. He had the last 5 of that run, but then Tatum dropped George and canned the overtime, forcing 3. In the extra period, the Celtics kind of went cold from the field, and on defense forced Pat Beverly to beat them. Of course, the 18% three-point shooter hit 2 of them in overtime and 4 of 7 in the game, and the Clippers survived victorious, improving to 10-5 and 9-1 in LA. Boston does manage to cover in this one. The Clippers were giving them 7 points. With the NBA season underway, BetOnline.ag and CLNS Media giving you an extra 50% added onto your sports betting bankroll. To get it, go to BetOnline.ag and use the code CLNS50. Best part, the bonus is going to be added onto your balance within seconds. Again, please support the podcast by going to BetOnline.ag and using that code CLNS50. Please see BetOnline.ag's general rules for additional terms and conditions. Lou Williams was a monster in this one with 27 points off the bench, while Paul George had 25. Kawhi Leonard had 17 in his return after missing 3 games. For Boston, Tatum dropped a game-high 30, but Marcus Smart's 15 was the next highest score. Smart did some amazing things in this one, but ultimately did shoot 1 of 11 from downtown. Jaylen Brown at 1 of 8 from three-point land wasn't any better. Kemba Walker was 4 of 17 overall from the field. Like I said, it was an ugly game in certain aspects. Daniel Tice does deserve a shout-out, though. He had 8 points, 14 rebounds, 6 assists, and 3 steals. The C's go to 2-2 on the road trip and 11-3 overall. One more game out west to come. That one's going to be Friday night in Denver. Keep checking in to clnsmedia.com and the YouTube page, youtube.com/clnsmedia. Follow along on Twitter at CelticsCLNS, on Instagram as well. And be sure to subscribe to the Boston Celtics newsfeed wherever you get your podcasts. Until next time, for the CLNS Media Network, this has been Mike Walsh.